everyone. I'm very excited to bring to you today Yin Yoga. This is one of my favorite practices and a great way to try to relax the body and calm the mind. Now, if you find that your mind races a lot and the idea of being in certain poses for anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes sounds horrible, my challenge for you is to do this practice with me, but also grab your tablet or your iPhone and turn on Spotify. I'm going to have my link to my Spotify account. When I teach this practice, I love using the spa music, and it's just a great way to really calm the mind. We're going to tap into and calm the nervous system, and I'm really looking forward to working with you guys today. We're going to start with the pose called Stairway to Heaven. It requires a strap. So actually, before we get into that, these are some of the props that I use, and if you don't have them, I'm going to make a practice today where props aren't necessary. So I like to have a couple of yoga blocks. Got these on Amazon. Right now, Amazon may not be shipping. So pillows, blankets, great options. I also have this strap. It is a 10-foot strap, really nice and long. Again, got it on Amazon. May not be an option right now, and so a belt is a great option, but I will also have a couple variations where no straps are needed at all. I've pulled a couple of blankets as well, just to have those, really to make this a nice, comfortable practice. So let's dive in with Stairway to Heaven. We're gonna have 3 options for this first pose that we're going to start with. Option 1 is the traditional pose. If you have a strap, you'll take the tail of the strap through both of the rings, slide it through there, and then you'll split the rings, come over the first, under the second. From here, we're going to take the strap around the shoulders or tuck them underneath the armpits. We'll stretch the feet out. And again, if you don't have a block isn't necessary, but I like to take a block right in between my feet. Now the key is to have that tail of the strap coming towards you so that you can adjust this pose yourself. So holding everything in place, I'm going to roll down, stretch my feet up, grab the tail, tighten the strap up, reach the arms out, relax the head back heavy. Now, if you do not have a strap, but you do have a block, option 2 is to take the block underneath the seat, reach one leg up and then the other. Allow the back of the pelvis to get nice and heavy, allow the back of the head to get heavy, and hang out right here. And if you don't have a block, then option 3 will be legs up the wall. And if you haven't done this before, what you will do is come over to a wall, come over to the baseboard, hitch your seat up so that as you roll down, you'll stretch your legs up. Now, if you have really tight hamstrings, this is going to be a great pose for you versus the other 2. I didn't get close enough, so I'm just going to slide my seat in, stretch my legs up. Now, let's say I had tight hamstrings, I'd actually have my seat away from the baseboard so that there's no bend in the knees. So 3 options to start. Find one that works for you now, and we will get started. So I'm going to come into this traditional version. And even just sticking your legs up in the air too, laying on your back, legs up in the air. Great option. So let's get started here. Rolling on down, sliding those feet up. When you are ready and in your position, I want you to take a nice deep inhale. Open mouth, sigh of relief, exhale. Deep inhale. Open mouth, sigh of relief, exhale. And one more breath. And then close the lips. Allow the jaw to relax. Allow the teeth to gently spread apart. Tongue settles into the base of the mouth. And start to scan your body. In whatever pose you are in, notice if you are clenching or holding anywhere. If this is your first time to a yin practice, I'll walk you through the 3 steps that we use to come into our yin postures. So the first step is finding your edge. And what that means is coming into the pose and finding a place where you can be comfortable. You may still be experiencing a lot of sensation, potentially what you would describe as a lot of discomfort, but you know that you can sit in that space quietly without fidgeting. If you've gone too far past your edge, you can hold the pose maybe for 30 seconds or so, but you will either feel anxious or you'll feel the need to move a lot. So we want to find a place that we can soften and quiet into. And that may not be as far as we would like to go, but what happens is with the time that we are in these postures, the body starts to soften, starts to quietly open a little bit further, and we're able to move into the poses deeper. So take a scan of the body right now and just notice how you feel. Notice tension, notice gripping, notice holding. And can you relax a little bit? Can you soften just a little bit? The key to Yin Yoga is relaxing the muscles so that we can get into the connective tissue, the bones, the fascia, the ligaments. So here and now, feel if the quads are firing up. Can you soften the thigh muscles and allow the back of the pelvis to sink heavier? Are the arms softly resting into the earth? Is the back of the head heavy? And once the body starts to soften and relax, we then have to help the mind to get into the same state. How do we stay present and aware right here, right now? I like to use methods such as focusing on the breath, meditation, or body awareness. So we're going to start with a breath practice called Samavriti. It means same length breath. I want you to take a nice deep inhale and a full, complete exhale. On your next inhale, count the length of your inhale and then match that length with the length of your exhale. So if you have a 5-count inhale, you'll have a 5-count exhale. I'll just give you some time here to play around with the length of the breath, matching the length of the inhale with the length of the exhale. Noticing that with every exhale, you soften and relax the body just a bit further. Almost as with every exhale, you feel as if you're sinking into the floor. And in the final moments here, can you soften, can you relax any further? Can you rest the body just a little bit heavier? Once again, feeling the back of the pelvis soften. Feel the shoulder blades melt into the mat. Hands are nice and relaxed. Jaw is soft. Together, let's take a nice deep inhale. Full, complete exhale. Slowly, mindful of that block, if you have one in between your feet, let your knees come in together, down. A little soft rocking from side to side. If you're on a block, you can lift your seat up off the block and then bring your knees into your chest. If you're on your back with legs up the wall, just rotate yourself down. Come meet us on the mat. It's in the transitions of Yin Yoga that we feel the great amount of flow and sensation. So just taking a moment here, resting the hands on the belly, breathing into the belly so that you feel the hands rise, softening completely with your exhale. Beautiful. Our next pose will be Supta Baddha Konasana, and we'll have a few versions for that. So if you'll roll to your left side, use your right arm to bring yourself up to a comfortable seat. So 3 versions for Supta Baddha Konasana. If you don't have a strap and you don't have blocks, you'll bring the soles of the feet together, open the knees nice and wide, roll down, and just allow the knees to softly open. Allow the back body to rest heavy. Now, if this is too much for the inner thighs or the pelvis or the groin, you can take your hands with fists and tuck them underneath your seat. Or grab pillows or something to that effect. If you have blocks underneath the knees, really, really nice restorative version of this pose. If you want to move a little bit deeper, blocks just tucked right by the seat. Really great. The third option is with the strap. If you have a strap, you'll take it around your torso to the back of the pelvis, right back here, and then bring the soles of the feet together. The strap comes onto the inner thighs, just like that. Inner thighs, and then around the pinky side toe of the feet. There you go, just like so. And you'll start to tighten the strap up. Now remembering to maybe have blocks or blankets near you as you roll down, again for that extra support. And you'll walk the heels in a little bit more, tighten up that strap. And so it rests on the back of the pelvis, gives you this really nice traction of the low back through the inner thighs. And then we'll possibly take blocks, or as you roll down, you'll know if you need to tighten that up just a little bit more. And when you find your pose, take a nice deep inhale. Full, complete exhale. Close your eyes. Allow the body to get nice and heavy here. Deep inhale. Full, complete exhale. And we'll start again. Finding that edge. Working your way into this space. Once you have your position that you are going to softly, quietly rest into, to become still into, start to relax the muscles. Notice, where are you trying to grip? Where are you trying to hold? And it may be places that you're not even aware. The hands, the jaw, maybe the eyes are clenched. Together, let's take a nice deep inhale. Full, complete exhale. One more time, deep inhale. Full, complete exhale. Softening. Relaxing heavy here. Allow the body to get just a little bit heavier. Feel that support of the earth beneath you and rest heavy into that support. And as the body relaxes just a little bit further, come back to the breath. So we'll come back to that Samavriti, same length breath, matching the length of the inhale with the length of the exhale. And as the body softens and relaxes with every posture and with time, you may find that elongating the breath becomes a little bit easier. So you increase the length of your inhale with the length of the exhale. And what you may find is with time, that idea of softening and relaxing comes much more naturally, and you quietly and subtly sink into these postures just a little bit deeper. But in the reverse, what you may find is with time you start to clench or hold. You start to tighten. When we experience sensation in the body, it's our natural reaction to tense, to hold. So you may have to check back in throughout the entirety of the pose to notice if you can relax a little bit further. See if you can soften a little bit heavier. And then coming back to the breath. And together, let's take a nice deep inhale. Full, complete exhale. If you're in a strap, you're going to want to lift the feet, maybe release the buckle or release the pinky side toe of the feet. If you didn't have the strap, bring the knees together, and then for everyone, walk your feet the width of the mat and allow your knees to come in together to touch. A nice little counterbalance to the Supta Baddha Konasana. Deep inhale so that you feel the belly rise, and as you exhale, soften, feeling the back of the pelvis get heavier. Inner thighs roll in just a little bit more. Nice deep inhale. Full, complete exhale. Let's get a few more rounds of breath. And we'll heel toe the feet together. And once again, rolling to your left side. And taking your time. Pressing your right hand down, we'll slowly come up to a comfortable seat. Nice job, everyone. Okay, if you have your strap, you can remove it off to the side. We're going to work into caterpillar pose. So I like to take a blanket, have it nice and folded, so just a small pillow would be great, to the back of the mat to sit on. And then you may want blocks or pillows for this next pose. You don't need them again. Sitting at the edge of the blanket, stretching the legs out, you want to feel the pelvis tip forward a little bit. Just a nice little tip that gives us the ability as we come into this forward fold to lengthen into the low back rather than immediately rounding. So something to think about, if you have any slip discs or bulging discs, you're going to have hands on the thighs, tuck the chin into the chest, and this will be your posture. Now, if you have no disc issues, then maybe a block or two or a blanket or a pillow will be your option. You will start to fold forward, tucking the chin into the chest. And again, if you have no props, folding forward still. If there's no props to rest the forehead on, you will tuck the chin into the chest and just lengthen into the back body. If you have something to rest the forehead on, move the forehead down now. And this is always one of these great poses to show you that idea of going too far. So I've lowered my blocks, I'm bringing my forehead down. I can move myself into this pose, but I know I can't stay there very long. So I'll start higher, resting the forehead down, hands rest heavy. Soften the soles of the feet, relax the thighs. Take a nice deep inhale. Full, complete exhale. Deep inhale. Full, complete exhale. Close your eyes and tune your attention into the soles of the feet. Notice and feel the bottoms of the feet. Are they relaxed? Are the toes softening, curling down? And once they're relaxed, that relaxed sensation climbs up the back of the legs. And allow the seat to get just a little bit heavier. Feel the muscles on the back body, the lats that support the spine, just soften into the back. Soften around the shoulders. Soften the forehead down. And whether the chin is tucked into the chest or the forehead is resting onto a block, allow yourself to get nice and heavy here. start to play around with our exhale, really lengthening into the exhale. So taking a nice deep inhale. I want you to watch the exhale and watch as the breath fully leaves the body. So it's a slow and steady pace for the exhale, but a full and complete release of the breath. Until there's nothing left. And when there's no breath left in the body, that is where you will find a little bit more space to soften and to move just a little bit deeper. So play around with that idea of any length of an inhale, but a really nice, full, complete exhale. And this may be a pose that you need to check in regularly. Notice, are my quads clenching back up? Is the jaw relaxed? Can I relax my legs? Can I let the seat get heavier? And in the final moments here, can you relax just a little bit further? Can you soften any heavier? Take a nice deep inhale. Full and complete exhale. Pressing your hands down slowly. Take your time as you roll all the way up. Beautiful. We'll remove any props out of the way. The seat can still stay on the blanket. We're going to walk the right knee in. Take your right hand behind you, propping yourself up, and hug the left arm around the right knee as you start to rotate to the right. Now, of course, we all have the ability to rotate nice and deeply into this twist, but I want you to come about halfway. And when you soften halfway into the twist, close your eyes and come back to that idea of that full and complete exhale, so that no breath is left. And it's in that space where no breath is left in the body that you may rotate and turn into the twist just a little bit deeper. So a nice inhale, full and complete exhale. Rotating further into the twist. And we'll gently release. Slowly coming back to center, sitting up nice and tall. You can close the eyes for a moment just to experience that change from side to side. And then we'll take the left foot, walk that left foot in, bending the knee. Left hand comes behind you, right arm hugs around, and just a soft twist again, not moving all the way. When you come about halfway, close your eyes, take a nice deep inhale. As you fully release that breath, fully and completely, you may start to rotate just a little bit further. And again, soft inhale. Full, slow exhale, softening the internal organs, softening the inner part of the body so that you can rotate even further. Take a nice deep inhale. Full, complete exhale. And gently unwind. Really beautiful, everyone. Okay, we're going to move into the hips now. So I'm going to demonstrate an alternative to pigeon pose. This will be pigeon on your back. If you can do pigeon on your front, we'll do that as well. I recommend grabbing a couple of pillows or blankets, again, to prop up the seat a little bit. But if you know that pigeon isn't an option, or if after we try it you feel like that's too extreme for your knees or your hips, coming onto your back, bringing the left shin over the right knee, figure four, just like that, lifting that foot up, interlacing the hands around the right thigh and resting the head back heavy. Now that may even be too much. If that's too much, you can just place the foot down and just allow that rotation of the hip in the socket to be your yin posture. Otherwise, we will come onto our hands and knees into table pose. And again, like I mentioned, it's great to have some blankets or blocks around you or pillows. And what we'll do is start by sliding the left knee up to the left wrist. You want the back of the wrist to touch that left knee, and then we'll softly bring the left foot closer to the right wrist, so that when you place the right hand down, the right foot, the left toes and the right hand are in line. And we'll tuck the right toes, really walk that foot back so you get that really nice opening, nice and deep here. I like to take a block right underneath my seat, maybe even just a blanket, like so. Or something so that the pelvis can rest a little bit heavier, and it gives you the opportunity to soften into the earth a little bit further. And then slowly bringing the arms down. Maybe a block or a pillow underneath the forehead, and resting all the way down here. From here, we're going to move into a breath practice called Visamvriti. Visamvriti. And that is where we have a 4-count inhale and a 6-count exhale. And I'll count a few rounds for you and then let you continue on your own. So take a nice deep inhale. Full and complete exhale. And we'll begin. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continue on your own. 4-count inhale, 6-count exhale. Feel your body melting down. That right hip bone softening towards the earth. Notice again, are you trying to grip or hold? And it may be in that left foot. Is that left foot flexed? Can you soften the left foot? And as the belly gets a little bit softer into the floor and into your left leg, can you soften around the shoulder blades? Can you relax the arms? Notice the jaw, relax the jaw. Let the teeth gently spread apart. Soften the forehead, whether it's into a block, a blanket, pillow, your fists. Soften that forehead down. 4 count inhale, 6 count exhale. And in the final moments of this pose, can you do anything to the body to relax a little bit further? To open and soften just a little bit deeper. Together, let's take a nice deep inhale. Full, complete exhale. We'll start to walk the hands underneath the shoulders. And take your time. If you're on your back, you can just hug the knees in, rocking a little bit from side to side before you move to the other side. For those of you who are in this traditional form of pigeon, we'll tuck the back toes and walk that right knee in a little bit. And it's going to shorten the stance, giving you the ability to reach that left leg all the way up and back. You can slide your props out of the way. And then I like to bring a nice bend to that knee and a couple of big circles in one direction and then the other. And tuck the toes, press the heel back, deep inhale. Full, complete exhale. Deep inhale. Full, complete exhale. Nice. So from here, we'll move to the other side. So we're going to walk the right knee up to the right wrist. And then softly, not any force, just guide that right foot closer to the left wrist. We'll tuck the left toes, walk that foot back. Get that really nice opening here. Take a block or a blanket underneath the seat. Think about that left hip bone getting nice and heavy as you slowly work your way down, resting into the earth. And this side may feel different. Our hips tend to be a great indicator of how the body is imbalanced. So I'm just going to change up my props a little bit, use a block underneath my seat instead of the blanket, and then slowly work my forehead all the way down. And so first, starting in with that first layer of our yin practice, finding your edge. Finding that edge and resting the body heavy into it. Relaxing the muscle control so that you can get into the fascia and the ligaments and the tendons. And notice how your body reacts to sensation. Are you trying to grip and hold? Can you soften? Can you relax? It may not be in the major area where you're experiencing the sensation as well. Notice around the shoulders. Can you relax around the shoulders? Can you soften the forehead and relax the jaw just a little bit deeper? And then when you're ready, come to that 4 count inhale, 6 count exhale. 4 count inhale, 6 count exhale. And as you rest the body heavy here, and as you soften into these poses, you can check in and just notice how the mind is reacting to this practice. Are your thoughts serving your practice? And if it's a resounding no or partial no, what changes can you make to give yourself this opportunity to be present and aware? How can you quiet that chatter of everything that's going on outside of this immediate moment? Seeing this time as a gift that you're giving to yourself. What do you need to do to help tune everything out? Take a nice deep inhale. Full, complete exhale. Nice. Once again, if you're on your back, you can hug the knees in, rocking from side to side. If you're on your front, we'll walk the hands underneath the shoulders. Tucking the back toes, walking that foot in a little bit so that you can slide that right leg up and back. Remove any props out of the way, and then bending that right knee, big circles. Big circles in one direction. And then the other. Okay, so we're going to finish up here with just a few more poses. I like to have, again, blankets or pillows or blocks available. We're going to move into a twist, and it's sometimes just nice to have something for the knees to rest into. So, mindful of twists. Twists can be challenging for the back body. What we're going to do is roll onto our back and then lift the seat, get these out of the way so you can see. I'm going to physically lift my seat like I'm doing bridge pose and slide it over to the right, just about 2 inches. Then I'm going to take my right thigh over my left thigh and drop my knees down. Now for some of you, you'll be able to take this right foot and wrap it underneath that left shin, kind of like eagle legs, and drop them down. And this is where I like to place a block or a blanket underneath the knees. Reach the right hand out to the right. Soften the shoulder blades down. Relax the jaw. And soften here. Take a nice deep inhale. Full, complete exhale. Deep inhale. Full, complete exhale. Close the eyes. Allow the body to get nice and heavy. Come back to that 4 count inhale, 6 count exhale. And that breath, it really taps into the parasympathetic nervous system, that rest and relax nervous system. So it's a great breath to take off of the mat with you. If you're feeling stressed, if you're having trouble sleeping at night, starting with a 4 count inhale, 6 count exhale. Noticing that that right arm and shoulder are nice and heavy. The back of the head is heavy. So your options here, one is to stay right into this twist. If this is working for you, if it feels great, it's a great option. I like to move a little bit further where I release and stretch the right leg out fully to the left, and maybe take my hand to my knee, my calf, or my shin. And the left leg can just stretch out over. For some of you, your hand may even be able to come to your big toe. But just opening here into that outer seat, outer thigh. Final moments of our practice. Deep inhale. Full, complete exhale. Deep inhale. Full, complete exhale. If the leg is stretched out, start to bend into that knee. And slowly, together we'll unwind, come back to center. Little rocking with the hands on the kneecaps, rocking from left to right. Just massaging the back of the pelvis into the mat. And then we'll place the feet down. Lift the seat up and over to the left now, about an inch or two. Drape the left leg over the right. And slowly drop the knees down to the right. And again, if you can tuck that foot around the calf, you can do so. Stretch the left arm out to the left. Maybe place blocks underneath the knees, blankets. Take a nice deep inhale. Full, complete exhale. Softening into the earth. Deep inhale. Full, complete exhale. And then come back to that 4 count inhale, 6 count exhale. 4 count inhale, 6 count exhale. Relax the head heavy. Smooth and even breath. And either stay right here, or if you did so on the other side, slide that left leg out to the right a little bit further. Maybe clasping onto the shin or the ankle, you can walk the right leg down. And lengthening here, deep inhale. Really nice, long, extended exhale. Four count inhale, 6 count exhale. And take a nice deep inhale. Full exhale. Slowly rolling back onto your back. Hugging your knees in. And a little rocking from left to right. Rocking from left to right here. And then place your hands on your kneecaps. Spread your knees a little bit wider, encircling the knees in one direction. And then the other. And then bringing your forehead to your knees, squeeze into a tight ball. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, stretch your body over the mat. And we're going to move through a little body scan to finish up our practice. So I want you to bring your attention and focus to your heels and allow your heel bones to get heavier into the floor. Feel your heels relax heavy. And then guiding your attention up to the calves, feel the back of the calves rest heavy. The back of the thighs and maybe the seat softening into the earth. Natural curve of the low back, and then the shoulder blades, back of the arms, back of the hands, melting down. Almost as if they're sinking into the mat. And relaxing the jaw. Letting the teeth gently spread apart. Relax the space in between your eyebrows. And finally, let the back of the head get very heavy here. Come to your natural rhythm of breath and just feel as if With every exhale, you're sinking just a little bit further and relaxing just a little bit heavier into the floor. And take a nice deep inhale. Full, complete exhale. Reach your arms up and overhead. Lengthening through both sides of the body. Deep inhale. Full, complete exhale. And softly bringing one knee in and then the other. And again, that little left to right rocking. And softening over to the left side of the body. Resting the head into the left arm, resting the knees into the belly. Deep inhale. Full, complete exhale. And just take a moment here as the body rests heavy into the earth. Feeling that support of the earth beneath you, feeling connected and grounded into that support. And taking your time, pressing your right hand down, we'll slowly work our way up to a comfortable seat. Bringing the hands to Anjali Mudra, bowing the head, closing the eyes. Few nice deep inhales. Full and complete exhale. Releasing and relaxing here. And feel a sense of relief and a sense of release rush through the body. And together we'll finish with the light within me honors and salutes the light within each of you. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me. As always, it's a beautiful pleasure to work with you and to share my favorite Yin practice. I hope you have a wonderful day and stay safe and stay healthy out there. Namaste.